Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Forum. My name is Andre Jacobs, and we should be having Cory McKenna, UFC flyweight, joining us soon. I'm going to send her an invite unless she jumps in because I'm terrible at this stuff. Cory. This is going to be super weird if she's in here already. There we go. Bang. We were just waiting for Cory McKenna to come and join us tonight. Tom, send us a wave, my friend. Give us a wave. And we've got Cory joining us in the Instagram live. She should be with us soon. I hope everyone's having a great day and looking forward to the weekend. Just waiting for this to connect and we will be live. These are the things I do on a Friday night, guys. Let's get this. That's an angle. I'm pretty sure it's not my internet either, so I wonder what's going on here. Isn't able to join. We'll send another request. We'll send another request to Cory, and we'll see if we can make this happen. Doubt it's my internet. I think my internet's pretty good. Oh. Hello. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
How you doing? Oh, this is weird. We're like different angles. I feel like I should like tilt my. If I tilt my head this way, then we're both at the
Your
same.
sideways, your sideways on mine.
Am I sideways and yours? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We can do it like
Uh,
this. This is no problem at
oh wait.
all. Oh,
No,
oh.
that changes my. No, okay. I don't know technology. Oh wait, if I turn it
Maybe,
sideways,
maybe you said,
does that work?
yeah. There you go. That is amazing. That is amazing. How are you doing, Cory?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I mean, it's a Friday night in England in November, so I'm imagining you sort of have a decent idea of what that's like. It's rainy as hell down here.
Sounds like fun.
It's extreme. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. How are you feeling? Because I saw a picture of you with like a knee brace. Obviously, you've just come off a resounding victory, a great victory over Kay Hansen. Congratulations, by the way. But how are you feeling?
Yes, it was. I had an ankle splint on. I just got a cast put on it yesterday as well. So it's my ankle. I've fractured it and torn some ligaments in there. So that's it's not ideal.
Yeah. At what point did that happen? Do you remember or?
I rolled it going into the third. I remember it causing me some bother, but obviously I had a chick trying to punch me in the face, so I was a bit distracted.
Understandably, understandably. So for people who don't know your story, what is the beginning of mixed martial arts for you? How do you get into this?
Uh, yeah, so I'm obviously 21 now. I started karate when I was like 10, so
Mm.
it's like 11 years ago. Started jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai about a year after I started karate, so around 11. And then I was training everything, so the natural progression seemed to be to find somewhere for MMA, and I moved over to BKK at 13. So I was training all the disciplines individually for probably like a year or two, competing in them separately. And then, yeah, I moved over to BKK in Colchester and started to pursue MMA.
What was the spark in that? Was it because were your parents into mixed martial arts? Because it's been around that amount of time where they could have been like, "Yo, I saw this dude with Hoist Gracie choke some dude out in like 1991, and I kind of want to get my daughter into it."
No, so my mum was doing the karate first, so that's how I ended up going to try that because I like my family's very like sporty and very very busy. So they were very big on me, obviously being involved in sports and such stuff at a young age. So yeah, I ended up going to karate. Like my mum was there with like doing a mums and toddlers with my brother. And then that's kind of how I got into that. Obviously, my dad used to watch UFC and stuff, so he likes to claim that he's the reason. But yeah, I just tried loads of different sports really and kind of fell into, you know, martial arts was the only thing that I really clicked with. But my parents support me massively. Obviously, like my mum ended up moving over to MMA with me. You know, my dad basically funds everything, and he's actually my dad's my CV coach as well, so he writes my running programs and everything. So they're very supportive and very involved. I'm very fortunate for that, definitely.
For sure. Now, you said that you joined BKK. Was it BKK Chelmsford, BKK Fighters? I can't remember which one. Which is the name of that one.
So it would have been Colchester originally. Chelmsford opened up later on, but they're both the same. Like they're both run by Jack. Cool. So I've been training under Jack since I was like 13.
Well, what's that like? Because like I've known Jack since I was literally your age. Actually, I'm 10 years older than you. So I met him when he was an active fighter on the British and European scene, and he's a bit of a legend. For those who are watching and don't know, we're talking about Jack Stone Mason. But what was it like training under him from such a young age? Because he's seen a lot of stuff.
Oh, Jack's amazing. Like I always call him my gym dad. You know, so I've been with him for so long. Like he's my manager now. He still coaches, like corners all my fights. He's kind of like become like he's like a piece of the furniture, you know. I don't know what I'd do without him. Yeah, he is literally like he's so knowledgeable. He's got all the experience, like good or bad, like, you know, he's done it all, so there's plenty for us to learn from. Yeah, and honestly, like I very much credit him to like a lot of well, I give him a lot of credit, should I say, to who I am today. Like not just in the cage, but also like off the mat. Like he's so sensible. Like so, like if I got like anything I need to talk about, like I talk to him. Like he's kind of become like a massive part of my life. And he plays a very important role for me. So yeah, I'm super lucky. Like say, the sport I have around me is insane. But yeah, Jack's awesome.
Did you just sort of like? Did you guys do your research in which gyms you were going to go to? Or was like, well, damn, this is the gym that I think we're going to go to, and you just sort of lucked out with Jack? Was there any sort of like research into that or anything?
To be honest, like at first it was just a case of going to try it. BKK was the closest gym. Like when I started training full time, I was quite literally cycling to the gym every day. It was like 3 miles away from my house, so it was perfect. It was literally across the railroad tracks from where I was training already. So yeah, I just went over. Obviously, they had a lot of, like say, cage warriors fighters and high level athletes there. So it was just the perfect gym. You know, we Googled it, it came up, like say, good fighters, good schedule, real close to us. So I went down, and yeah, like just luckily they were amazing.
Yeah, for sure. So how did the relationship with Team Alpha Male come to working? Because you know Uriah Fader's a legend. Like I'm old, so maybe I remember watching him in the WEC, and I've spoken to him a number of times as well, and he's literally the coolest guy in the world. So how did that relationship come about for you?
So my family holidays were orientated around me trying different gyms. So in 2015, we did like a little tour. So I tried King's MMA, Alpha Male, Glendale. Like we did like a little road trip. Like just try out the different gyms. Did like a week at each. Well, I think he did like it was 2 weeks of traveling. So did just under a week at like each place. And then the next year I did 2 weeks at ATT. And so I was 16 then. Or it's like 16, 17. Yeah, and then for 2017, so just before my 18th birthday, my parents bought me a full training camp. So that was when I kind of picked what gym I wanted to go to. Team Alpha Male was the gym that I felt I fit in best with, not just the people, but stylistically. You know, I really get along well with the coaches, the teammates. So, yeah, so I came out to Team Alpha Male for 9 weeks. It ended up being 4 because I got injured. But yeah, so I came out here for like a month. I was on the mats. Like, I think the day I got injured, I'd already done 6 training sessions. So Uri was just like, okay, you're insane, but you're obsessed. So I yeah, so I got, like, Uri kind of like saw that I was very passionate about it, and you know, when I next came out here, he actually housed me for a few of my trips. So I was living with him, so he got to see kind of how I handle stuff, and yeah, he says to me every day that he's got like a lot of respect for how I approach my career, which is why he puts a lot of time into me. So you know, for a testament like that from someone like him, that obviously means a lot. But yeah, he's another one that's really gone out of his way to take me under his wing and help me out as much as he can. So again, I'm just super lucky, really.
Absolutely. So I was sort of aware of this interview for a while, and I was walking home today, and I was like, what was I doing when I was 21? I genuinely couldn't remember. Not that that's a good thing. That's probably a bad thing if we're being honest. But I was just wondering, like, how would I react if I was making that walk to the octagon? Obviously, now, you know, you've been preparing for this for such a long time, but was it sort of like, here I am, or were there still nerves when you were gonna go make that walk? Are the octagon jitters real? Is what I'm asking you, basically.
So I don't really get nervous, which I know sounds a bit silly. Like, a lot of people are like, no way, you got to get nervous, but I really don't. I think, like you say, because I've been competing for so long, like it feels like another day in the office. It's natural for me. And also, I was talking about this with Jack before we went out. Like, it's almost like it was the exact same as contenders. You know, we were in the same hotel rooms, working out in the same room. We were like going to the Apex, we're fighting in the same cage, there's no crowd. Like, it's almost like we'd done it already. So it was just kind of, it felt like it was meant to be. It was like, there was a moment, like, I remember, like, they opened the doors, and like the walkouts there are so much, they're not like, I won't say they're more intense, but like Cage Warriors, you know, I hang around, I wait for my song to kick in, I'm kind of just chatting with Jack. They're like, nope, you're ready to go, 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm like, oh geez. But yeah, I was kind of like, oh, okay, here we are. Like, this is actually happening. This is real. Because like the whole fight week, I was just like bouncing around from media. I'm cutting weight. I'm all scatterbrained. And then it almost didn't feel real. And then obviously, like you say, they opened the doors, and I was like, oh, we are here. This is happening. So like, there was definitely I wasn't nervous, but I was just like, oh, cool. Like, this is real. Because it all feels a bit surreal at first.
I was gonna say, like, it's not it doesn't sound like you were nervous. It sounds more like oh shit, there's a realization here. Oh yeah, okay, it's on now. It's ready to go. So yeah, that's
it. It was.
You were gonna say that's it?
I was just saying, yeah, that's it. Like, I've actually forgotten exactly what I was about to say. I've just gone blank. No, yeah, it was like a realization that you say. I was like, oh, this is what I've wanted, you know, for the past 8 or 9 years or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm actually finally here. Like, my goals are happening. So it is a bit of a weird realization, as opposed to like, wasn't nervous or scary. I was like, oh, I've done it. Like, now it's started. Now the real journey begins, sort of thing.
For sure. So how do I put this? Now, there was a point when the UFC's women's flyweight division came around, and there was like a top 10, but it wasn't the greatest among sort of, you know, the other female weight classes out there. But now I sort of see like there's a bit of maybe a renaissance. Maybe there's a bit of a surge coming up with the likes of yourself. You can even throw Kay in there, obviously, because she's obviously a talented fighter. Miranda Maverick, I believe, is in that weight class as well. There are a lot of talented ladies at women's flyweight who are coming right up. Is that sort of like motivating?
Yeah, we're strawweights, FYI. Flyweights 25s. Yeah, no, I'm just yeah, we're even smaller. But no, there's loads. Like you say, that like the strawweights division's buzzing right now. Like there's plenty of girls. That's why everyone keeps asking me who I want to fight. Like there's plenty of girls out there. It's gonna be awesome.
Is that sort of is that frustrating? Just like sort of having so many people constantly ask you who you're gonna fight, especially after you've just had a fight.
No, it's not necessarily frustrating. It's just like I say it all the time. Like I say, I'm happy to fight anybody. Obviously, like I say, there's so many people out there that for me to have a list of girls, it'd be quite extensive. There was a list. I've actually got a notebook somewhere that quite literally says hit list. It's got like 15 division on it that I gave to Jack and Uriah, but but I'm happy to fight anybody. So.
Isn't that from a TV show? That is from a TV show.
Sorry?
I feel like I've seen it on a TV show before, like someone have a hit list.
I don't know, but no. When we first started talking about matchups, I was like, these girls can get it. But no, the strawweight division is so extensive that there's so many girls to fight. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, I don't want to keep you for too long because I know that you're extremely busy. But is there any sort of time frame as to when you'll be back? 'Cause obviously, an ankle injury is pretty bad.
To be fair, I came off quite lucky. Like it's pretty clean. Like the fracture's clean. The tears are as clean as they can be. So luckily, I don't need surgery. I'm just sat around in a cast for 4 to 6 weeks from the sounds, and they're gonna have some like pretty intense physiotherapy. So I'll be working around it for the time being. I promised everyone I'd take a week off. I've managed to make it to Friday, and I'm still clinging on to my sanity. It's barely. But yeah, I'll be back in the gym from next week working around it. Then hopefully 4 to 6 weeks, and I'll be good as new.
Actually, now that you've said that, I've actually got one more question for you. What do you do when you can't, like when you're not really able to fight? Like you said, you've taken a week off. What have you actually done during this week?
I don't actually know. I've been in the gym pretty much. I've been in the gym every day. I'm just watching all the classes and feeling sorry for myself. I took back up painting again recently. Reading a few of my books, like just kind of little things. I don't know. I'm just kind of floating about. I'm not really. I like painting and drawing, but I don't like it when it's the only thing I can do. So. I'm struggling at the moment, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing: painting and drawing and watching training sessions.
Nice. Do you want to plug your? Have you got like a Instagram where where you can see your like art or whatever?
Yes, I made Poppins paintings. It's I've got a few. I think I posted it on the story actually, so people could definitely find it through that. Yeah, that's it's obviously not my main thing, but it's a good little side hobby.
Absolutely. I wish I could draw. I'm not a talented artist at all, so I'm highly jealous. Right, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, obviously, and I hope you get better and we see you in the octagon soon as possible.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on. Hope you have a good day. Or, well, week.
Weekend.
All works. Yeah, have a good weekend.
Cheers. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys. That was lovely Cory McKenna. Completely fucked up the weight division. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's been a long week. But she's awesome. It was a great chat. And it'll be really exciting to see her in the octagon soon. So, yeah. Until next time, take it easy. Peace.